Hey guys, so I'm here with Air Ryu at Vancouver Street Battle. I would just want to ask a little bit of questions about Vancouver Street Battle itself. And before we begin, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My gamer tag is Air. My real name is Kenny Lam. I was a professional Street Fighter player, so Street Fighter 4. Right now, I'm like semi-retired, but going to get back in, hopefully.
All right, so we're here at VSB Vancouver Street Battle. I'm here with Christian. Christian, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Well, my gamer tag name is Geki. I reference it from the Street Fighter 1 character, and also because I play Claw. So there's a rumor in the game where Vega actually stole Geki's Claw. So I kind of use that as the throwback name. I've been playing Street Fighter all my life since I was a child. So from like Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo till Street Fighter 5 right now. And I started playing seriously in Super Street Fighter 4, and I started by coming to VSB here.
Nice to meet you guys. My name is Clinton. I host all the VSB tournaments. You'll be here. If you ever come to VSB, you'll see me here. I host for all the Smash games, all the fighting games. So that includes Street Fighter, the anime series, which would be BlazBlue, Guilty Gear, Dengeki Bunko, like all those anime style series. And I think we recently got KOF, which is King of Fighters, and that's been a big hit amongst the regulars recently.
Awesome. So how did you get started as a professional Street Fighter player?
So it was a coincidence. I was just, I was studying abroad in Japan. I was learning sushi and going to school at the same time, but I couldn't speak the language in the beginning, and so I didn't have a lot of friends. Basically, I had no friends, sorry. Yeah. And then so my only entertainment was at the arcade. I didn't really like Street Fighter 4 back then. That was when the game was really hype. It was just released for like maybe 8 months. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, what's this hype about, So I played it, and then basically I've been going to the arcade regularly, the one near my workplace. And then one day, that one dude I knew off the game, he was like, hey, you want to go join a tournament this weekend? I was like, oh, where is it? He was like, oh, just somewhere nearby. Then I was like, all right, sure. I was like, how much is the entry? So I didn't have a lot of money back then, international student. And I was like, oh, it's only 100 yen. I was like, oh, that's it? So I went, and surprisingly, I got third in that tournament. I was like, 109 players. So, I was proud, I was like, whoa, maybe I'm really good. I started going to tournaments regularly. They have a lot of tournaments every week, anywhere around Tokyo. So I started going, and I placed really well.
How long have you been attending the VSB tournaments?
Pretty much a few months after Super Street Fighter 4 came out, so I think about at least a few years. I can't really remember, but...
Awesome. And starting VSB, Vancouver Street Battle, how did that come to mind, and how did this happen?
So basically, when I came back from Japan, I needed to practice. I needed a tournament to join, but of course I didn't have a lot of money to travel overboard before I was sponsored. So I was like, okay, you know what? I was asking people around the local scene, and I'm like, how many people are around, in the scene, right? They're like, oh, not that many, because people have been hosting tournaments in the UBC, and they're like, not too many. We have like 25 to 32 max. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance, and like I rented eSpot. They have like a pretty good venue in the back, and I rented it for an affordable price in the beginning. We hosted it, the first one. Oh my God, we had like 110 players. Everyone thought I came all the way from Japan just to attend that. They didn't know I was, from Vancouver, right? I was raised here, so I was like, this is cool. So we started doing it monthly, regularly, and every month we have around 100 to like 80 players, so it's very strong.
How would you describe this community at VSB?
Very positive. I would say they're super helpful at like tearing apart your game and making you better and like pointing out your mistakes. And like you can always ask anybody here like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Why do I keep getting hit by that? And they'll like sit you down and show you. If they have time, they'll even like pull you aside and give you like a training session if you want. So it's very, very, very supportive community, I find.
The community of VSB, I feel, is really grassroots in its own sense, because VSB was built up through just a lot of players wanting to play fighting games, and there was no real place for people to come and play until VSB started running things. And so VSB has opened up, I think, about just a bit over a year now, and it's something that you can try to replicate, but I haven't seen anything like it in BC quite yet. As for the Smash community within VSB, they're personally one of my favorites, just because they have the most dedication that I've seen yet, and I pretty much know everyone's by name and face. So it feels very welcoming. It feels very much like family. It's what community should be, in my opinion.
Okay, and just at VSB, are there any other games other than Street Fighter that other guys are playing?
We have like all a bunch of different fighting games. Like we have like Smash, Pokken, MKX, King of Fighters. Pretty much like every fighting game that's popular now, we have them. And like anime games as well, like BlazBlue, Unil, Guilty Gear. So yeah, quite a few titles.
And have you felt that your skills yourself have been improving a lot since VSB?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think I would be as good at all if I didn't come here in the first place, because you can only get so good online, and there's like different tactics that just don't work locally. So I find you need like a local experience with like better players than yourself to improve. You know.
As for VSB, where do you see it? Where do you see it going towards the future? Maybe in the next couple of years.
In the next couple of years, I hope it keeps growing, and I hope more awesome games are gonna be released, and there's just a bigger community. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you very much for your time. But one last question for you is, if our fans want to reach out to you, or if they have any questions and they want to find you, where can they find you?
So if you guys want to know more about Vancouver Street Battle, you can go ahead and go on Facebook. We have a Vancouver Street Battle page. You can go on there, give us a like, send us a message, ask us questions. We'll answer you probably within an hour at most. Usually I check it like every 5 minutes, so I'll know. The other thing is you can check the Vancouver Street Battle page, or website I should say. So just I think it's vanstreetbattle.com, and we also have a Twitter as well. So you can find all of this on Facebook. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to message me.
I'll make sure that I'll put all that information in the description below.
One last thing, we're actually having a tournament in October 15th. We're teaming up with UBC to host Van City Throwdown, and it's going to be a Street Fighter only tournament. We're planning on bringing Mike Ross over, so that's something that's to be excited about. It's going to be to go into the what was it called? It's a tournament down in Seattle. It's what was it? Proving Grounds, the Red Bull Proving Grounds. So come out, get your game on, and do your best, guys. We'll be more than welcome to welcome you guys.
Awesome. So I'll make sure I'll put all that information down below. Like I said, thank you very much for your time, Clinton.
Yeah,
we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, cheers.